This little thing when them a try, give her all of the agricultural land to them friend. It not gonna work. We realize that sugar is no longer a major thing in some of these parts. And you have a whole heap of land up there.
The opposition People's National Party remains ahead of the governing Jamaica Labour Party as it continues to position itself to try to wrest control of the Jamaican government. The latest figures reveal that the PNP leader Golding holds a slight advantage in positive ratings at 35.2%, while Prime Minister Andrewholness is at 33.8%. Holness is ahead in negative ratings with 37% compared to Golding's 26.2%.
The leader is always the most vulnerable. The brand leader, the market leader is always the most vulnerable. And what we've found is that because Holness is in the top sort of driving seat, as it were, as the leader of the country, there's a lot more against which you can gauge his favorability rating.
Political analysts have been reacting to that and other findings which reveal the PNP is leading with 34.3% vis-a-vis voting intention, while the JLP lags behind at 27%. Nearly 19% of voters remain undecided.
Now, 2 terms in, I would say, of administration of the Jamaica Labour Party, and there is some semblance of fatigue. It's not an unexpected numbers, but one thing to note as well is that the numbers aren't far off, which means that it's still close. It's still what most people are saying. They're unsure.
This lead for the PNP marks a significant shift from previous polls where the JLP had a consistent lead of about 12 percentage points between 2016 and 2022. The PNP is also gaining momentum among voters aged 18 to 24.
The longer leaders and government stay in office is the less popular they become. When you take office, there's a sense of novelty, there's a sense of enthusiasm. But as you go through your term serving, especially for one to 2 to 3 terms, people become increasingly dissatisfied when their expectations are not being met.
Don Anderson's latest insights come months after a local government election that saw a split victory, with the opposition taking control of the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation.
Local government gives a pulse of where the country is. So if the government is to retain power, it has to be some delivery on the things that they say that they would have delivered on. And that is just frankly the only way they can retain power. But for right now, the PNP has shown that they're organized and ready to mount.
Back in September 2021, markgolding had a negative performance rating of 47%. At the same time, Holness's negative rating stood at 27% that year. Ramon Gordon for CVM News.
This little thing when them a try, give her all of the agricultural land to them friend. It not gonna work. We realize that sugar is no longer a major thing in some of these parts. And you have a whole heap of land up there. And the other day when I toured South Trelawny with Comrade Patmore, the yam farmer tell me that on 2 acres of land, he plant 2,000 hills of yam. And each one of them is going to give him 15 pounds. So I'm going to reap 30,000 pounds. And the price for a pound of yam at the farm gate is $300. So that is $9 million. They say how much out of that a profit? Them say 25%. So he's going to make over $2 million from 2 acres. We want... So... them come out and for about 3 months straight, every day they live by markgolding name. For about 3 months straight, they call him Marky British. Me say me will take that too because a British link up down here tonight. Whether they want to call him Marky British, whether they call him Marky G, when the election come, we are Marky X for markgolding. 3 months of pure arms house. Current leader. And it is less than a year before I will officially say the most honorable Prime Minister of Jamaica, markgolding. I want to say respect to all the comrades on the platform. I see a little thing in Parliament right now. When the Prime Minister, who have all of 49 MPs, but when he wants a new Minister of Government, he can't call for the MP from Trelawny to turn a Minister of Government. He have to force out somebody out of the Senate and bring in a new Senator to turn them Minister. Trelawny comrade Wickham McNeil, Dr. Wickham McNeil, we are supporting a backbencher, we are supporting a future Minister of Government to help the people of Northern Trelawny. And you don't know my style already, that means it's starting to go. I'm uncomfortable with the Prime Minister of the country. I am uncomfortable with the Prime Minister of the country. How can we have a Prime Minister of a country and for 3 years them can't sign off that what him own, him salary can afford it? It don't look good. It don't look good. And so
we're not taking anything for granted because we not taking a chance. Work, we are going to work and deliver this thing with a great victory. So I say to every worker and warrior and supporter, any little isms and schisms and fight when they're there, put that aside. We're not dealing with that right now. We have to sort that out the right way in due course. But right now, it's politics business we are dealing with. It's the business of the People's National Party. And we want to make sure we take this thing back. Forward to the opportunity to implement the policies and programs that our shadow cabinet is working on. Energy has to be a critical component of the economy we want to build. And I have a person who holds that, a comrade who holds that portfolio, who is a man who has shown he can take out the box and he can transform a situation from one where the country was under the yoke of an old system and flip it around to a new system where everybody gets the benefit. And I will be working with him to achieve that kind of transformation outcome in energy. Because the economy has here. We can treat the homes and trees because of opportunities are being created for each and every Jamaican. Looking forward to the opportunity to implement the policies and programs that our shadow cabinet is working on. Energy has to be a critical component of the economy we want to build. And I have a person who holds that, a comrade who holds that portfolio, who is a man who has shown he can take out the box and he can transform a situation from one where the country was under the yoke of an old system and flip it around to a new system where everybody gets the benefit. And I will work with him to achieve that kind of transformation of our energy. Because the economy has to be built on energy. We want to create a Jamaica where our poor foreign from everything life, they can live right here. We can treat the homes and trees because of opportunities are being created for each and every Jamaican.